Reminds me of the story of the guy who passes away, and he goes up to the pearly gates and he bumps into St. Peter and he says, well, I guess that my life is a little bit shorter than I wanted, but I'm up here now, and so I'm ready to just kind of move into heaven. I'm assuming that's where you've kind of set up for me. And St. Peter says, well, we have, but we got a new program up here that I thought we'd like to share with you. And so the guy says, well, geez, what kind of a new program? And he said, well, we're actually going to give you your choice. You can go to heaven if you want to, and a lot of people pick that, but we just open up a new opportunity where you can actually make a choice between heaven and hell. And the guy says, well, geez, that doesn't seem like something I would probably want to choose, the hell choice, but, how does it work? And he says, well, St. Peter says, well, hop on this elevator, you go down to hell, you can experience that, and after you've done that, we'll give you a day in heaven. You can kind of pick out, strong points and, the pluses and minuses, etc., and see what you choose. And the guy says, well, I guess it doesn't take that much time, so he goes to the elevator, and he pushes the hell button, and the door opens up, he hops on the elevator, and this thing goes down, an infinite distance down to hell. He gets off the elevator in hell, and it is great in hell. I mean, people are drinking and carousing. I mean, they're laughing and slapping each other on the back and running around. I mean, it's absolutely nutty how much fun they're having in hell. And he asked a couple of people there, what's this like? And he said, this is just incredible. I mean, if you pick this, you are going to love this deal. He says, well, okay, geez, it's hard to believe, but okay, thanks, And so he hops back on the elevator. He's back up, all right, to heaven. And St. Peter says, well, what do you think? And he says, well, boy, it kind of surprised me. That was a lot of fun down there, And so St. Peter says, well, take a check, of heaven. See what you think of that. So he says, well, okay. So he walks around and he notices that in heaven, people are kind of wafting around above the clouds, and embracing each other. It's kind of cool and it's very pleasant, but it's a little bit on the boring side, see? And so he's asking people, what have you been doing all day? And they say, singing hymns, and praying, and that kind of thing. And he's thinking, geez, heaven, hell, geez, this is a tough decision, So he goes back to St. Peter and he says, this is tough, but I'm going to pick hell. And St. Peter says, geez, that's a tough choice, but that's what you want, that's what you get. Take the elevator back down there, you'll be there for all eternity. The guy says, okay. He hops on the elevator, he's back down in hell. He gets off the elevator and like 12 burning devils run up behind him with a pitchfork, and they're moving him around, etc. And they say, you're going to be breaking rocks over here and throwing the coal in the furnace over here. And that's the way it's going to be for you for the rest of eternity. And the guy says, geez, that's kind of crazy. I was up here yesterday and down here yesterday, and I saw this whole operation, and it seemed like a lot of fun. And it's, what's the deal? Why did it change? And the devil says to him, well, here's the deal. Yesterday you were a prospect. Today you're a customer.